Hello, everybody, and thank you once again for joining the SPG Podcast. I am your host today, Stan Edwards, and we are here with our local sheriff, Sheriff Jeff Cassidy with Sullivan County, Tennessee. And in the continuation of having local people on that we have done business with, we are honored today to welcome Sheriff Cassidy to the show and talk a little bit about how we know each other and the kind of work that we might do together.
Great. Thanks for having me today, Stan. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I know we've known each other for quite a while, but to tell us, what were the first things that we did together from a business standpoint?
Yeah, from a business standpoint, like you all do for different corporations and stuff in the marketing division, we have to run a campaign as a political with your all's assistance. I mean, with magazines, digital marketing, getting my name out there, and helping me with my campaign. It's just been tremendous.
Signs and all that good stuff, yeah.
Got us all
Mailers.
our signs, mailers, everything you need for an election, you all provided for me. And
and it worked.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It sure did.
Yeah, you just help me out here. Did you just run for the second time?
Yeah, this second term was unopposed.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I think we didn't do anything. That's because you were unopposed.
Yeah, we were unopposed, thankfully. But like I say, I wanted all the people that voted for me to know that I'm still out here working.
Sure.
And, still put out probably 500-yard signs and 104x4 signs, and still met with people and talked to people.
Well, sure. No, part of the process. Well, then, there was something that had been done. But before you were elected sheriff, as many years ago, there was a show for Sullivan County. It was Sullivan County's Most Wanted, and that had for a couple of reasons that show had kind of dwindled away, and we began discussions quite some time ago about reintroducing that to the public. What has that been, about a year and a half?
Yeah, so I think we've been running that for about a year and a half now. It's been very successful.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. So, I see, of course, and watch how many viewers the show receives every time it goes out. And just for the audience, if you haven't seen it, it's Sullivan County's Most Wanted. We release a new episode once a month. And it talks about just the top 10 fugitives, basically within the county that you are asking the county's assistance for in apprehending.
Yes, sir.
Could you talk a little bit about that process?
Yeah, the last administration had one that I just didn't think was just as professional. So I just me and you spoke about that, Stan, and if you remember, me and you was talking about just let's make it look professional, look really highly skilled. You got the skilled people here that just make it look really great. But this right here just portrays every fugitive that we have, and I have my records warrants clerks pull me about 10 warrants a month of those dangerous ones, those ones we can't find that we need assistance from the public for. So we'll do the Most Wanted episode each month, get that out there, give them a tip line. That way they can call and give us a tip where these individuals are, and it's been successful.
I was going to ask how that's working.
It's been very successful. Very
Good.
Successful.
So the as the tips are coming in and so forth, as we talked about, how do you feel that that's helped your apprehension rate?
I think it's helped tremendously. Like I say, that most of those warrants that we have aired, we'll get a phone call. The phone call will come through. If they have to leave a message, they leave a message. We get officers to that residence or to that area where that fugitive is, apprehend them. I also get Facebook messages through Facebook from people saying, hey, this person's over here. So, and a lot of people, in their defense, they don't know there's a warrant for them. They've missed a court date. They've missed, some opportunity to pay fines, costs, and they get violated to the extent to where a warrant's issued for them, and they don't know about it. So, I don't want to exploit them or make them look bad, but it's one of those things that we have to do. There's victims for every piece of paper we have. We have a victim for that warrant. So,
well, and that's really an interesting topic to point out, and it was discussed here, but also just to let the public know that, like you said, this isn't an intent to exploit these individuals. It's not an intent to point out, hey, this person did something wrong. We've been trying to find these folks, and we can't.
Exactly.
And like you just said, a lot of them, some of them at least, these could have been very easily avoidable situations.
Exactly.
And it's not and you're just trying to solve and rectify the problem.
Right, exactly. Just trying to get them to court. And like I say, a lot of these are, failure to appear. So, they missed a court date. But a lot of them that I've been pulling lately is your aggravated assault, domestic violence assaults. Yeah. Those ones.
A little more.
Yeah, a little bit more danger to the public and society. And like I say, there is a victim attached to every one of those warrants. So we just, they want to see justice too.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. It's about that justice for the victim.
Exactly.
In some capacity, that needs to be done. But before any of that can even be done in these situations, the help from the public is definitely helpful.
Yeah, exactly.
Not necessarily required or needed, but it does speed up the process in a lot of situations.
Right.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, because when I took office, we had over 19,000 unserved warrants.
Oh my goodness.
So that's part of my campaign promise, and that with our mailers and stuff, that we're going to serve this process, and we're going to take every avenue available to serve it, and we've got it down to 6,500 now. So
19,000 down to 6,500.
Yes, sir.
Holy cow!
And it's been a lot of work, but
yes.
with and there's not just one tool that's effective.
Sure.
So just use all the tools on your tool belt. We use that. We have a fugitive apprehension team, all kinds of different things to help services.
Yeah, and that's where we. I remember when we were talking about this initially is wanted to come in to see, can we offer something that is a good quality product that would be a tool in that toolbox for you. Again, there's many things, like you said, that go into bringing that number down, almost 13,000 in quantity over the years. But just to be some assistance in that process there. So I'm really proud to be part of that and glad that's been working out.
Exactly, Stan. And I will want to give you all a shout out too while I'm here today, but there's a time at the end of our budget where things start getting tight. And I came to you all and told you that
that's right.
we might have to skip a few months here, and we'll pick back up in August after our budget's set. And you all said, look, this is a good service to the community, and we're willing to do it for free. And I just want to thank you there, and just show your people that's wanting to do business with you that you all are really appreciative of you all, and you're appreciative of the county that you live in.
Absolutely, we are, and I appreciate that. We were glad to do that, because it is now new customers don't think everything's free, but in situations like this where there's obviously a benefit to the community that we live and reside in. Doing whatever we can do to do our part for that. You mentioned that, and just the other day I came in and. As I typically find often is that little white slip of paper tucked in the door from one of your officers at 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning,
right.
Just doing a security check. A couple of new people here in the office, and they saw that and got a little bit nervous, like, why do we have a message here from a police officer? And I said, no, that's good. That's good.
A good thing. Yeah.
They're going around to businesses, just making sure the doors are locked, no windows are broken, right. Nothing's tampered with, and so forth. And I really value that, and I think that's great that your department, it takes that on and it does it. And I've been here late at night and have had several interactions with those officers at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m, and they've all been wonderful.
Oh,
absolutely great.
Yeah, I'm blessed.
I may talk their head off for a half hour in the middle of the night, but they eventually get back in their car and go about their duties. So. Well, yeah, I wanted to ask as opportunity here, while we have you on camera, to let us know what you think of the team, specifically Conrad.
Oh, Conrad's great. I mean, he does a great job. He's always, professional, and he knows what he's doing.
Now, listen, he can't do a damn thing about this. If there's something I need to know about his work ability, this is a good place to put it out there.
Out of all the employees you have, Stan, he's one of them.
Well, we'll take that. Well, Jeff, thank you very much for coming in today. Really do, again, I greatly appreciate the opportunity to sit down and speak with you and talk about these issues within the county and how you've tackled these challenges as our sheriff, and how you continue to do so. And we're very proud to be part of your county, part of your constituents, and always a proud voter of Sheriff Cassidy. So
thank you, Stan. I appreciate you all. Appreciate the services you provide for me as well.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, everybody, that'll wrap up our quick podcast for today. And once again, we thank you for checking out. Please feel free to look at any of the other videos that we have posted recently. And as always, as Alexa said, until next time.